How you doing? And welcome to Ever's World. This is blog number 4, and it's titled "The Mission Continues." Now, I'm gonna be touching base on a few projects that I have going on at Strength Recordings. If you don't know, Evolution, aka Keith Davey, myself, is also the CEO of Strength Recordings, as well as an artist. But right now I'm gonna try to give you my perspective, from a CEO standpoint on some of the, things going on at Strength Recordings right now. So here it goes. We're gonna start off with Man on a Mission. Now, Man on a Mission has 3 parts to the project. Now, there's a book called Man on a Mission that basically is a mini novel. There's an album. There's 2 albums actually. The first Man on a Mission album basically has the same songs as the second album. However, the instrumentals or beats that were used to make the music vary from the first and second album. That's why the second project is called Man on a Mission, the Real Mixes LP. Now, Real Mixes is an original term used for remix, and not for nothing, Strength Recording should in the future drop some more real mixes as well. But not for nothing, the Man on a Mission book, mini novel, has inspired the creation of a new novel, which is not a mini novel this time, but basically a couple hundred pages, and this new one is called Living and Learning, and it gets more into depth with the personal life that I've lived, aside from the business that I've handled as an artist / CEO of Strength Recordings. I feel I've lived a very, very interesting life, so therefore, I wanted to touch base on more of the things that I've experienced. After reading my mini novel, my brother shared with me that, a lot of things were missing from that novel, and, I tried to make it clear that it was just about the business, but even in that aspect, there are still, a lot of things missing from the business that I've handled as well. Now, the second project that I wanted to touch base on is The Truths I've Learned. This poetry book, which basically has the most fans out of any project that I've created a fan page for, has now inspired the creation of not a clothing line, but basically just a t-shirt series, which is going to exhibit some of the poetry from the book and accompaniment with photography / visual art. The first t-shirt that was made has the picture of a jail cell and corresponding poetry from the book, which touches base on jail. But excuse me. Other than the poetry shirts that have come about from the poetry book, there's also going to be an upcoming poetry CD. Now, this is not an album, more or less, just a promotional CD to go along with the book. It will not contain all of the poems from the book, but will contain what I feel have been the strongest poems from a promotional aspect. The Blessed to Be Here LP, which was put together back in 2008 and released in 2009, is going to be re-released with some new artwork. So more or less look out for that. I will have the Blessed to Be Here LP on the streets again, by the end of the summer. So definitely look out for the Blessed to Be Here LP. If you're in Queens, it will be being sold on the Avenue, Jamaica Ave. It will be being sold in Queensville as well. Also looking for people who do hand-to-hand sales with things like books or CDs to reach out to me, because I will be trying to sell it wholesale as well, so that we might be able to let one hand wash the other. the fourth project that I wanted to talk to you about is called The False God Slayers, and that's a EP that I've been working on with Jay Greer. Shout out to Jay Greer, and shout out to Green Studio NYC. That's where we'll be recording next weekend. And since it's an EP and not an LP, it doesn't have, the same amount of tracks or songs on the CD. So this project is basically being looked at to be recorded in one day, which is, next week. So basically within 3 weeks from when we record the album, or sorry, the EP, it should be available like pretty soon. So yeah, look out for that. False God Slayers, Evolution and Jay Greer. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about would be the Mental Maestro. I had a blog called Evlar Lordian vs. EVA, or EVA vs. Evlar Lordian, which touched base on, the different artistic characters I have, or personalities, alter egos, however you want to put it. And since that blog, I have pretty much discontinued, making gospel music under the title Evlar Lordian. I even, stopped making music under the title EVA. Evolution now more or less is supposed to be representing all of my artistic alter egos at once, and more or less some of them might have even died off, so to say. But I brought that up to say this: like, I'm dealing with a lot in the artistic world, but I'm also a producer, and not for nothing, I don't just produce music or beats, instrumentals for Evolution. I mean, other than, Lee Majors, Just One, and, the Strength Recordings artists that, I'm also working with, there's artists outside of the company who I feel definitely need to holler at me, because not only is the production that I'm bringing to the table, out of this world, but right now you're gonna find like your best prices, and I mean that you will find ever, and I'm saying from me. Like, moving forward, I don't, mean to be bougie or anything like that, but I mean, in all honesty, once my talent is, understood and recognized, it's only right that, my prices are more in accordance with what I'm bringing to the table. So as of right now, while the prices are still, on a very underground level, like, please utilize, what I just said. Please utilize the fact that, the production is at a very, very, cost-friendly price, and I'm even willing to, work out deals if you're gonna be, purchasing 3 more at a time, or whatever the case may be. Like, I have, so much music in the stash, I'm ready to, like, produce your whole album if needed. But like I said before, I wasn't even trying to, run with a project that had, production from only one person, even though that was myself. But if you also have a label with artists, or if you are artists yourself, looking to expand the type of music you're making, the beat has a lot to do with what is going to be the end result. So without, talking your ears off, check out my production. You can check me out at reverbnation.com/The Mental Maestro, or you can check me out on YouTube. Just search Mental Maestro. I'm on SoundCloud. I mean, I'm out there. But just do your research, and I'm sure that, you'll be satisfied with what you hear. The next step after that is just, reaching out and one hand washing the other. So, I'm happy to have another video blog under my belt, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Now it's time to just throw some music behind this, and it should be up, within an hour or two. Thank you for your interest and your concern, and hopefully thank you for your business. And I mean in advance. Alright, one love, y'all. Ever signing off. Shit.